I just couldn't finish my script. I was frustrated. But then I told myself I have pushed myself this far and I need to push a little more to get my first win, my breakthrough, because I don't want to go back to my past self again. It wasn't that long ago when I was addicted to my phone, laying on my bed all day, scrolling, not exercising, eating junk food, doing nothing. I was living my life in the laziest way possible. I even felt like I was the laziest person alive. But it didn't take long to realize that if I kept living like that, I would end up miserable. I would never live the life I always wanted. I would never become the person I wanted to be. And I quickly realized that there was only one decision between me and the life I wanted: the decision to try to change. The quote is true: no man is perfect, but a trying man is everything. Trying is what actually moves you toward perfection. But at that time, I was so lazy that I couldn't take any action to break out of my comfort zone. So I started imagining the worst case scenario. If I didn't break the pattern and stayed stuck in the same situation, and then something incredible happened. The fear of being average pushed me so hard that I finally got out of my comfort zone and started changing my life. But life doesn't change the way we think it does. If I wanted to change my life, I had to change my habits, replace every bad habit with a good one. So I started. First, exercising. I realized that health is everything. Think about it. You can buy so many cars, properties, houses, but you can't buy a new body. So you have to take care of your health because it is real wealth. Second, reading. Because if you don't read, you can't generate good ideas. Your brain gets stuck in its old version. So start reading, not useless stuff, but things that actually make you sharper and wiser. Third, writing. You need to use what you learn to create something. First, you need to articulate it, express it, and writing is the best way to do that. So, write every day. Fourth, meditation. This habit made me calm. It lowered my stress and cut off all the overthinking loops. Fifth, deep focus. This was the most important habit. When I was ready to start my business, I realized a hard truth. The type of business I wanted needed capital, which I didn't have. So I started creating content. I became consistent with it and consistent with all my other good habits. After a year, my life kind of changed. My body looked different, I was calmer, I became sharper, my thinking improved, even my appearance changed. I actually looked better, but there was still a big problem. I was posting content consistently, but my views looked like this. Yeah, it was pretty depressing. I got frustrated. I got angry at the algorithm. But then I realized the algorithm wasn't the problem. I was. I was making the same mistakes over and over again, improving nothing, yet expecting different results. I understood that I was consistent, but I wasn't paying enough attention to improvement. And that's where most people fail and quit. So I decided to focus more than ever before. And I did. You might think I succeeded instantly, but no. Even after 3 months, I didn't see much traction. But small things started changing. I could see it with every upload. And then suddenly it worked. I started getting traction. It didn't make me millions of dollars, but it gave me what I needed: money and my breakthrough. And I learned a valuable lesson. Volume is the secret to success. But that doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over again. It means improving every single time you do it, even if it's just 1% better. And when you combine volume with focus and speed, you create a deadly combination. By the way, if you are stuck in life, feel like you are falling behind, addicted to bad habits, but still have big goals, building an aesthetic physique, becoming rich, mastering multiple skills, becoming that cool guy in the room, you should try my one on one consultation. I guarantee I give my 100% to help you to change your life and make sure you achieve your goals.